Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Veronica Woman, a healthy lifestyle for people over 50. Today, I want to share with you 3 tips on how to reinvent yourself. You know, when you reach this age, you realize that there is so many changes in your life. For example, your kids now are grown and they left the home, or they got married, they have their own family. You are now a grandmother, or you have some illness that you have to deal with and now you're over it and you want to just make a change, or you are a caregiver to your parents that are older now and they can take care of themselves and now you have to take care of them, or you have been taking care of them, and financial situation where you thought you have enough money at this point but you did not have enough money to retire. So these are all issues that you might be facing. But the best way for me is to reinvent yourself, to set yourself for success in a way that you want to make sure that things that is working for you, you want to continue to do it. Things that are not working for you, you want to stop doing them. In addition to try to find new things that will change your environment, change the way you live your life, and keep you motivated and excited about life, instead of feeling like I am stuck in this situation, I cannot move forward, things are not happening for me, now I'm alone and I feel lonely. I don't have, if you are married, that's fine, but sometimes when you reach this age, there are a lot of disagreement between a husband and a wife. Past issues might come up, maybe you want to feel like you want to divorce, things like that. So I'm here to say, I want you to be empowered to reinvent yourself. You want to be able to do it from a position of power rather than a position of scarcity. You feeling like, oh, if I do this, this is going to happen, and you continue to do the same thing that you've been doing for a long time, and it's stuck in the same way. You are not going to be happy. You're not going to have a fruitful life and fulfilled life and happy life. So I'm here to say, please take courage, make a change, reinvent yourself, and be the person you want to be all the time. This is your time to shine. So I'm going to give you 3 tips. The first one is, guys, I know I've been saying this for a long time, which is meditation. And if you are a prayer person, you can pray too. These are all things that you want to be centered and quiet with yourself to realize, to get to know yourself. Being quiet from, the first thing you wake up, like 5 to 10 minutes or 15 minutes, if you can, just sit down by yourself, with yourself, and think about what your life is going to be, what you wanted to see. Just keep breathing in and out, and feel the breath and the thought that are coming to your mind. Just make sure that you are not engaging with it, like trying to answer questions. Just observe and let it go, and just be quiet. And as you meditate and do this every day, believe it or not, you are cleaning up your mind to improve your thought, to get new information into your mind. For example, when you do that, your mind is now clear to reinvent yourself. Okay. Number 2 is, so when you are trying to make a change, the best way to do it is to journal, to write things down. Guys, I said this before, your brain or your mind is operating all the time, looking for things that you are feeding it, like, the input, the information you are giving it. So for example, when you meditate or you pray and your mind is not clear and you really want to know exactly what you wanted to do, just envision from your thought, write those things down, and be very clear and specific about things that you want your life to look like. So for example, if you say, I have never been able to travel for the longest time, I always want to go to Cuba or to Greece, whatever it is, write them down, like details. I want to be able to visit Greece by next year in July on Friday. It's specific. How I'm going to do it? Okay, from this month going forward, I have only 6 months. I'm going to put down $40 on my savings account for that trip, and then calculate. The reason why I'm saying this to you is because our brain needs instruction. It's just like a GPS. If you don't give it an address and say, hey, I want to go to this place, it's not going to be beneficial. It's not going to be helpful. You're just going to be driving aimlessly and trying to figure it out, because that's what it is. It's feeding the information to your mind and letting it operate. So if you're not specific and you said, I just want to go on a trip to Montana next week, or maybe, I don't know, maybe next month. So your brain is trying to figure it out. Like, you are not making any changes, so therefore there is no change. Okay? So you write down anything that you want. If you want love in your life, you want to have a boyfriend or a husband, be clear about what that husband look like. What do they do for a living? How much money do they make? I'm sorry. And what are the things that motivate this guy? So as you write this thing down, just pay attention to your feelings, because sometimes when you are thinking about something and you say, "Oh, I'm going to buy a car," or "I'm going to buy a new dress," or perhaps you saw a dress in a shop and you envision yourself wearing that dress and looking so attractive and walking in the street. When you see that vision in your mind, guess what? You are feeling happy and motivated by that look, and you start to live it in your mind. That's what I want you to do. I want you to feel your vision, your future, right? All these great leaders who have done so many amazing things in life, they have a vision. Look at Martin Luther King. We are living his vision right now, even though it's not perfect, but he's still feeling like his dream, his aspiration that he fought or he worked so hard for it is now being realized. So I want you to feel the same way. When you say, I want to have a boyfriend, just envision in your mind, what does that boyfriend look like? Is he short? Is he tall? What color is he? What kind of dress he does? And what kind of activity he likes to do that you will enjoy doing it with him? And monitor your feelings. See how you feel about it, right? So when you feel good, you will have your future like right now. You'll be living it. And your brain is just following it. Before you know it, it is happening. So for example, I know what I want. I want to look this way when I hit the age of 60. I want to weight maybe 145, 146 based on your height. So now you're becoming specific about how much weight or what is the size that you want to look like when you reach a certain years or next month or whatever it is. But I'm encouraging you to believe that your mind will make things happen for you if you are specific about what that thing is. So please write it down or use your journal. And journal is really good thing, because if you have a journal every day to write things, I sometimes find things that I wrote maybe when I was like in a desperation. I will find those journal and I just say, oh my God, what a life, But now I have experience and I have learned so much specifically about me, because I have to take time to see who this person is and what do I want in life. So I want you to do the same, to be inspired, to figure out what you want in this life and what is that going to look like. Okay? So number 3, number 3 is very, very easy, which is taking care of yourself. Guys, self-care is never to be undermined, because if you are not functioning from the strength and power, you are not going to be able to achieve anything that you set your mind to it. I know people say, oh, if you set your mind to it, but it's a process, it's a daily practice. And be aware of your thought, because when we talk about meditation and be aware, is so powerful, because awareness is what keeps your mind alive to create and to do things. So every 10-20 minutes, just check your brain. Like when you're sitting down, even at work or on the street, whatever you're doing, activity that you're doing, continue to do what you're doing, but take yourself back a lot, like maybe 10 seconds to think about what am I thinking and why am I thinking this? You know, because sometimes your body is your emotions and your mind just follow. So if you feel like you have negative thought, which I don't encourage to think about somebody or dress or this person is ugly. These are all negative thought that it really mess up your day, right? Because somebody uh, behavior or whatever they are doing has nothing to do with you, and therefore you shouldn't be thinking about them. Let them be themselves. The same thing for you. So if self-care, that is what it means. Get rid of all the negative thought. Don't think about things like that. Eat healthy. You have to maintain a good immune system in order for you to live longer and to sustain yourself. Self-care again is, moving your body, exercising, work out, make it a schedule. If it is 2 times or 3 times a week, make sure you write it down on the wall. And when you walk to the house, you go right back, or just go from work and go work out. So with that, I'm going to say this is all the 3 things that I have for you for tonight or for today to check it out. I would really, really love to hear from you, your feedback. How do you like this video? What do you think about the topic? And do you want me to continue to do all these things like self-help and stuff like that? And tell me about yourself. What do you do to make a change in your life? So with that, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate your feedback, and I appreciate you signing up for my subscribe to my channel. Until next week, I wish you all the best, and you watch out for my next video. All right.